Volkswagen Passat is a large family sedan produced by the German manufacturer Volkswagen since 1973, through 8 design generations. It is positioned between the Volkswagen Golf Jet and the Volkswagen Phaeton in the current Volkswagen lineup, and its derivatives have been badged variously as the Dasher, Santana, Quantum, Migoten, Corsa and Carrot. The successive generations of the Passat carry the Volkswagen internal designations B1, B2, etc., which originally ran concurrently with those of the Audi AT and A4, with which the Passat has shared its engineering platform at certain model generations, although this link has now been severed. Now in its 4th generation since its 1999 introduction, the Cadillac Escalade remains one of the automotive world's patron saints of conspicuous consumption. Checking in 1.5 inches wider, 1.4 inches longer, and about 100 pounds heavier than the model it replaced, the long-lived 2015 Escalade makes no excuses for its imposing presence. Built on the same truck-based underpinnings as the rest of GM's full-size SUV fleet, the 2015 Cadillac Escalade initially launched with the recently updated 6.2-litre V8 mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Producing 420 horsepower and 460 lb-ft of torque, the engine eagerly shouldered its substantial load, hustling the 6-speed equipped Escalade around town and down the highway with ease. But while we were busy flogging the 6-speed Escalade on the test track, GM was finalizing plans to put its new 8-speed gearbox, essentially the same transmission that handles gear swapping duties in the Corvette, into the Escalade, as well as in the 6.2-litre equipped Chevrolet Silverado, GMC Sierra, and GMC Yukon Denali. GM figured that transplanting the 8-speed into the Slade would be a relatively simple way to improve performance on a number of fronts. Curious to see if the General's hunch paid off, we re-upped for an Escalade equipped with the new box and strapped on the test gear. As was the case with the 8-speed equipped GMC Yukon and Chevrolet Silverado we drove earlier, low-speed drivability is dramatically improved with the new transmission. A numerically higher first gear facilitates seamless takeoffs, and the more tightly spaced ratios mean the transmission stays busy even under light acceleration. Yet it shuffles between gears with a precise, almost imperceptible action, rarely letting the revs climb above 3,000 revolutions per minute. Match the accelerator at any speed, however, and the tack swings for the cheap seats, the transmission letting the beefy V8 rev to around 5,700 revolutions per minute before grabbing another gear. Thanks to the tighter gap between ratios, the engine spends more time in the meaty portion of its torque curve, making the most of its output and lending a more fluid feel to the proceedings. Playing the numbers first impressions formed, we set off for the track in search of confirmation that our finely honed Seat off-the-pants meter was properly calibrated. First up was the 0 to 60 Mph Dash, where the 8-speed Escalade posted a 5.6 second run, laying waste to the 6.1 second time of the 6-speed truck. The rest of the data continued to fall in favor of the 8-speed, with the quarter-mile passing in 14.1 seconds at a top speed of 99 miles per hour, edging out the 6-speed's run of 14.7 at 96 miles per hour. Unfortunately, the 8-speed Escalade remained just as thirsty as our 6-speed test vehicle, returning the same 14 miles per gallon in mixed driving. To be fair, neither GM nor the EPA were claiming otherwise. The newer version's 1,521 miles per gallon city highway estimates are barely better than the 6-speed model's 1,421 miles per gallon. That's for four-wheel drive examples like ours. Rear drive Escalades pick up 1 mile per gallon on the EPA highway cycle with the 8-speed. Grip on our 300-foot skid pad remained unchanged at 0.75 grams. GM's magnetic ride control adaptive suspension toiling to keep the big girl on the level. Fans of the Escalade's opulent interior and brassy exterior will be pleased to know that very little has changed outside of the powertrain. The giant Cadillac still brandishes its glitzy grille and fascia with pride, Our latest version riding high on optional 22-inch wheels, $600. Accessing the leather-lined, clubroom-like, Kona brown interior is made easier by the optional power-attracting side steps, $1,695. A feature we'd leave off unless we were hampered by stature or lack of flexibility. We really took a liking to the natural mattewood interior trim, which looks a tad more organic sans the usual lardled gloss finish. Needless to say, virtually every creature comfort and gadget in the GM catalogue makes an appearance here: heated and cooled front and rear seats, all manner of safety assists and blind spot warnings, a 4-color head-up display, Bose audio, and much, much more. It's as you'd expect of an $89,360 SUV, which now has a transmission more befitting of its lofty sticker.